Do you know where the places of most haunted and creepy in Malaysia? Actually, there are many areas which can be categorized most haunted in Malaysia. 10. Tampanin, Ipoh. This 3-floor hotel is located near the Chinese cemetery. The hotel's visitors report lights are lit and self-immobilized. Not a visitor is also no exception. Something was said to be riding a man's motorcycle when he passed the area. He felt his bike was heavy, as if someone were riding behind him. There are also visitors who sleep in their own room, but tomorrow they wake up in another room. 9. Amber Apartment, Genting Highland. A dilapidated apartment which often leave a nightmare for the visitors there. Despite the excitement and joy of the city, there are some horror stories about this place. Some visitors catch a glimpse of a man committing suicide from the windows of the building and disappear when they hit the ground. There's a lot more horror stories about this place. 8. T Junction, Georgetown, Pulau Pinang. Known as the Deadly Junction, located beside T Union High School. Maybe because too many mysterious accidents that occur in this area, especially when driving alone at night. It also said there is a small tree that looks like a woman carrying a child. Supposedly it occurs when a shaman woman kidnapped her sister's child and they no longer had to appear everywhere except in this junction. 7. St. Michael Institution, Ipoh. During World War II, the school was used by the Japanese as their headquarters. At that time the Japanese army often used the school to carry out the activities of the torture of prisoners of war. There are also many tunnels built by the Japanese army for the purpose of torture and storage of food. The most haunted area of the school is in a small church located in the school, which often looks a missionary in black robes sitting headless prey facing the door in the morning. Most people who've seen keep it a secret. 6. Kimayan City Mall, Johor Bahru. A shopping complex which abandoned a long time. The complex is believed to have been the residence of various spirits. There's a story about Singaporean family while traveling home, saw the shopping mall and was surprised to find it all lighted up and filled up with customers. Thinking that the mall was finally open, they joined the rest of the customers. After spending the time happily shopping, they finally left but stopped at a relative's house in Johor. The family proudly showed their relatives the things they bought but found that it was only dried leaves and twigs. The relatives mentioned that the shopping mall was abandoned for many years. 5. Jalan Turi Bungalow, Kuala Lumpur. More than 2 decades ago, a bodyguard gruesomely murdered 2 American siblings and their maid in this Jalan Turi Bungalow in Taman Bukit Bandaraya. The 3 bodies cut up into tiny pieces were found in the bungalow's sewer at the back of the house. The kids' school books and toys could still be found there until recently, when the house was demolished. Since then, a lot of spooky story flying all over the country about this bungalow. 4. Karnak Highway. One of Malaysia's most haunted places is this highway that gets you up to 2 of Malaysia's most popular tourist destinations, Genting Highlands and Cameron Highlands. Its long and winding nature has been the site of some of the most horrific accidents. The most popular story is Yellow Volkswagen. Have you seen the yellow Volkswagen on the Karnak Highway? Many motorcyclists reported meeting this ghostly car, only at night. It was said that the yellow Volkswagen will block your lane. First it will move very slowly, forcing you to overtake it. Once you have overtaken it and continue moving along, you will notice the same yellow Volkswagen in front of you. 3. Highland Tower, Kuala Lumpur. Highland Tower, once upon a time is a luxury apartment inhabited by various communities. An avalanche tragedy has claimed dozens of lives. Only a few bodies were found. The rest are still buried there. Highland Towers have become famous for claims of being a very haunted place. Voices of the dead can be heard at night and ghostly figures are said to have appeared at the scene. There are also a story about a taxi driver who picked up a woman passenger at the middle of the night and being asked to drop her at the place. She left a bag and the poor taxi driver found it to be full of blood. 2. First World Hotel, Genting Highland. While other hotels might have the odd out-of-bounds room, First World Hotel is said to have an entire floor, the 21st floor. The lift is known to completely bypass the floor. It's not surprising to have such stories plague a hotel attached to a casino, since there have been so many reports of gambling-related suicides. 1. Pudu Prison, Kuala Lumpur. Before the Pudu prison closed, it was told that there was a room called Last Room. Named Last Room is because it was the last room for a serious criminal offender before serving a sentence of death of the next day. Warden of the prison often hear voices asking for help, crying sounds and more from the last room. Some of the warden had seen a black goat going into the room. They go for a check and see nothing in there. Are you brave enough to visit one of the places mentioned? Or you know other place that much more haunted? Tell us in the comments section below. Make sure you like and subscribe Mr. Obo 10 channel for more of our top 10 videos. Mr. Obo 10, signing off.